Okay? Anyone else? One more on this side, please. Stand in the middle, okay? Stand in the middle here. You guys push over just a bit. Push over, okay? All right. Are you the 3 Kasti people? Okay. All right. You go stand behind Zaranumantam Surem, the Sudreh. Go stand there. Or actually, you can just stand in the middle because you're going to... Thoughts weren't strong enough. You didn't have enough strength in them to pull you this way. Correct? Am I right? You kept moving that way. Okay. So now what happens when there's a Navjote? When there's a Navjote, a very special thing happens. First of all, Zartos Pegamber's Fravashi comes and waits for you while you're doing your Navjote. And once your Navjote is done, like this flashlight, you're connected to some eternal power source, the power of your religion. So boys, you're gonna be the power of our religion. Go stand there behind your friend. So, bad thoughts ready? Okay. Now these Navjotis, when they're connected to Zartos Pegamber and the power of our religion, let's see who wins with the bad thoughts. What happens? Okay? You guys are allowed to pull too. Who's the cheering crowd for these guys? Okay, cheering crowd, make sure you cheer, okay? Really loud. Who's the cheering crowd for? Make sure you cheer. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Navjote, are you ready? That's the Navjote. That's Zartos Pegamber's Fravashi. Okay, pull. What happened? Pull. Pull. Come on. Come on. Pull. Okay, stop. Stop. Everybody stop. So, see what happens here? Unlike what you might think, all the bad thoughts didn't come rushing this way. What happened? The Navjote just stopped them. It just stopped them there. It didn't let the Navjotis fall into the darkness. Correct? Am I right? Did you see that? Because now you're connected to Zartos Pegamber. Now you're connected to the power of our din. That's like switching the light on for the flashlight, right? Can you remember that concept always? Girls, come back in the center here. Girls, let them come in the center. Okay? Do you see the Navjote? The yellow, the big boys there, they're pretending to be the Navjote ceremony. They didn't pull. They just stopped. They just stopped these girls from falling into the dark side. All right? Okay. So now what happens when there's Sudreh and Kasti on? Guess what happens? Can anybody guess? Okay, so the whole thing is we have 9 parts to our Sudreh Kasti. Can the 3 Kasti people make 3 rounds around these 3 girls? And hold one, each of you hold 1 round, okay? Make sure. No, just these 3 girls, sweetheart, just these 3. They're the Navjote people. There, 1, 2, and then hold on to the 3 strands, okay? All right. So what you're going to do, girls, is that when there are 9 seams of the Sudreh, which we see on these girls here. So now the Sudreh Kasti come on, and what's going to happen to those bad thoughts, we're going to find out soon. Okay, Sudreh, Zaranumantam Surem, do your work. Do your work. What are you going to do? No, you're going to hold her hand and stop her from, you're going to hold this hand. Come here. Come here. You're going to hold it. You're not going to let her pull. You're not going to let her pull. Come on this side. Come on this side. You're not going to let her pull. But you still hold on. There you go. You try your best. You try your best. You stop her. You stop her here. You stop her. You stop. Okay? Which is protecting the Navjote. And we have the 9 pieces of the Zaranumantam Surem or Sudreh Kasti, which helping the Navjote protect them from the bad thoughts. But what they're going to do is they're not going to pull them. They're not going to hurt them. They're just going to hold them. Okay? Okay, tug of war. Let's go. Tug of war. Pull. Pull. What's going to happen? Pull. 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 All right. Okay. All right. All you. Okay, so now we're going to add on something else. All of you with these Ashembohu Yatharvayo, Kemnamazda, all these things, when we pray, all our prayers get absorbed into the Kasti, okay? So all of you come and hold on to part of that Kasti, okay? All of you. Okay? And don't let the bad thoughts come in until I say. Again, bad thoughts? Try pulling. Okay. So, okay. Move back just a little bit. You're in the thing. Okay. Move back a little. Work. So the Sudreh is filtering out the bad thoughts. It's not getting rid of them. It's not hurting them. It's just stopping them from coming and attacking the Navjote. The person wearing the Sudreh Kasti, it's just holding on to them. Why does it hold on? Why can't it get rid of it? Okay? Because we have to get rid of it. Each one of us have to get rid of these bad thoughts. So now I have anger, who is pretty angry that she can't win right now. Okay? But she's losing. But now the Sudreh Kasti is doing their magical work that we can't even see. What's the Sudreh Kasti going to do? The Sudreh Kasti is going to let one little bad thought, anger, filter through and come. Come in. Anger. Anger. No, you who's anger? Your anger? Oh, I thought. Wait a second. Am I doing the wrong one? I mean hate. Okay, go back. Okay, hate, come inside. Okay? So Sudreh Kasti is smart, it's got divine intelligence. It just lets one little seedling of bad thought come. That way the Navjote doesn't get pulled in all the way into the dark side. You see? So hate, now that you've broken free, do you want to come and tell all these people that you hate them? Go on. Say, I hate you, hate you, hate you. Okay, all right, stay here. Let her into the Kasti. Let her in the middle, okay? So now what else, what do these good thoughts do now? What happens? Now the anger has come within the Kasti. Hate has come within the Kasti. I'm sorry, I'm confused. What is the opposite of hate? Love. Where is love? Love. Will you please come in here? And will you please come out of the Kasti? Will you please come and tell her that you love her? It doesn't matter that you hate her, that she hates you. Say, I love you. Say it really nicely. Say it like she believes it. Oh, I love you. All the rest of you good thoughts, come around hate. Just leave the row. Good thoughts, all the good thoughts come around hate. Hate, come and stand in the middle so the camera can see you a bit. Just circle hate. Go big circle around hate. Hate, go to your knees. Hate, go down to your knees. All of you good thoughts, circle hate. Come on, humbleness. Come on, little bit more, little closer. Now, can you just all pretend that you really love hate? Can you just tell her that she's so good, she's so nice, why does she behave this way? She doesn't need to hate, she doesn't need to do anything. Can you do all that? Okay, so you've done all that. Now hate is pretty confused. Hate thinks, why am I hating all these people? They still love me. They still love me even though I hate them. So now what's going to happen? Havove. Now what's going to happen? Hate, stand up. Hate is going to convert. We're converting hate into something else. Let Havove have your wings for a minute, hate. Stand out so the camera can see you. Okay. Flip the wing around, Havove. Flip it around. Yeah, do it this way.
Become loud.
Yeah, we'll just take this off.
No, it's okay.
She's not still. Okay. All right. So, you guys, can you move back from the projector? Just stand back 3 feet, okay? So Eve now no longer hate. She's not yet love. She's not perfect, but she's obedient, right? She's obedient and she's thankful. And now, because she's converted, she's no longer on the hate side. Now she's going to help the good thoughts pull on the good side. So go on. Okay, good thoughts, back to your place. Back to your place. Go back, go back, go back. Where were you? So now that hate is converted into humbleness and obedience, it's going to help. It's going to help the good thoughts. It's going to help the good side, the white side of nature pull. And this side has one less, right? This one less pull. And that's how the Sudreh Kasti work for every single emotion. What are you, darling? Which one are you? Greed. So now the same thing will happen to greed. Greed will come in the center, one at a time, and greed will be converted. Thank you, Sudreh Kasti. Greed will be converted. And one by one, we're going to move greed over. Yeah, flip it over on the other side. Okay? You're going to become humble, and you're going to become obedient. Do you see what's happening, you guys? We've just done 2 right now. The Sudreh Kasti are doing their work. Greed and hate have been converted and become humble and obedient. It's okay. She can just come on this side and hang on. She can just come on this side and hang on. Okay, so we see now that greed is also being converted. The Sudreh Kasti the dark thoughts are allowed to pull. There's 3 left. You guys pull on this side. Pull, pull. What's happening? You see we're being pulled into the good side. Do you see that? So this is what happens. Okay, stop everybody. Go back to your place. So slowly, all the bad thoughts, there's 3 left. And we're going to send you guys, you're all going to become converted with the love. You're going to be surrounded with good thoughts. And come and stand on this side. Now, Zareh Numan can swim. There's nobody left here. Right? We'll turn your wings later. Okay? So now what happens? What happens now? We have Sudreh Kasti protecting us from the dark forces. We have Kasti here protecting us. And all the Mantravani, all the people with all the Yatha, Shem, everything, they're all going to hold on to the Kasti. Hold on. Okay. Dark forces, you're not dark. You're Sudreh Kasti. All of them are converted. This is the whole beauty of our Sudreh Kasti. Because we are just humans. We don't have the inner strength to fight every kind of evil. But our Sudreh Kasti will hold on, will allow us the ability, the time to convert one bad thought at a time into something good. And slowly, that's how we actually win the whole game. So you saw that the Navjote didn't let the bad thoughts pull you away. You saw what happens when Sudreh Kasti come in and they hold on to the bad thoughts. Sudreh filters the bad thoughts, holds them back, so that only a little filters through at a time so you can handle it. Okay? All right. Bachi, we saw what the Kasti does. So, okay, everybody sit down now. You can all go sit down. Anywhere you want. Sit down. So this is how our Sudreh and Kasti are our spiritual armor, and this is how Navjote protects us. Navjote anchors us to Zarthos Pegambar. Navjote anchors us to our din and all the strength, all the yazids and namisasvins. It anchors us so we don't get pulled away into the dark. Sudreh Kasti help us filter our negative thoughts and our deeds until we can handle them small, one little thought, one little deed at a time, and we have to do that struggle within us. Do you girls understand that? You understand that? So now you saw that there were 9 seams of the Sudreh Kasti. All these 9 girls here. All right? What happens if we start taking one seam away, like most people do these days? They don't have the girdo, they don't have the garaban, they don't have the right sleeve, they don't have the left sleeve. What are we doing? So one of these 9 people would vanish. And that much less strength we have in our spiritual armor. Okay? Do you understand that, girls? Do you understand that if you keep making the Sudreh into something small and skimpy, it's not going to do its job? Do you understand that? Because there's 9 of you to hold those, right? Now, what if there's only 1 of you or 2 of you? You wouldn't have done the job same way, right? So this is why it's so important that Sudreh is stitched in the right way. But now you're going to ask me, you're going to say, well, it's just a piece of cloth. How does it do this? Right? How does just a piece of cloth do this? Well, let me put it this way. Let me just put the mic down for a second. Paper? Is it just a piece of paper? Yeah? What if I want to throw it to the other side of the room? Does it work? Can you give me the paper back? Did it work? Anybody? How am I going to work it work? Okay, what if I take the same piece of paper and I fold it in a certain way, do certain things to it? It's still the same piece of paper. Just like your Sudreh is still the same piece of one cloth. It's just stitched in a different way. Well, now all these fans are going to come in my way. But what if I fold the paper like this? Will it go somewhere? Will it do its job? Okay, let's try. Yay! Okay, so that's what happens to your Sudreh, Kasti. So your Sudreh is stitched in a special way. That's what's making it work. Do you understand? Did you girls understand that? The Sudreh is stitched in a special way. Special way. We don't need to understand why. We don't need to understand what made that airplane fly. We just need to know that when you fold it this way, it flies. Correct? Yeah, you don't need all the answers for what is what, how come, why this, why that. You just have to know that it works, right? So that's how the Sudreh, Kasti work. Now for people that are the adults and older kids, there's a whole explanation about each of these seams, what they're connected to religiously, but I mean, we're not going to go through that. I'm just presenting it here so that you understand that each of these seams have a very special spiritual function, okay? And similarly, the Kasti has a very special similar spiritual function, okay? Kasti holds all the vibrations, good and bad. So you saw how all the Matravani came and held on to the Kasti, right? But so does the negative thoughts come into your Kasti. So every time you do your Kasti and you pakor your Kasti, you're moving the negative thoughts back down to the ground. Okay? Do you understand? Thoughts going bad, thoughts going where they should be, down to the ground. Okay? And you're allowing the good thoughts from Din, the good thoughts from your soul, the good thoughts from all the Yazids and Namasaswins to come and enter you and help you do your daily work. Okay? So this is how Sudreh and Kasti work, and that's how the relationship is between your body. Okay? Everybody got it? Did you guys have some fun at least? Okay. So let's talk about this flashlight again. Can you tell me, please, how does this relate to our soul and body? Yes, please. Stand up, grab a mic.
The body, the cell inside the dogs represents the soul.
Right.
And when we on the flashlight, that means that the button is when our Navjote ceremony happens.
Right.
And the light which comes through is our good thoughts, good deeds.
From the soul. And what are these?
The cotton is our thoughts in our
Mind.
brain.
Yeah.
And when we want to clear this,
What happens when you do the Navjote? What happens to this cotton ball?
When the Navjote ceremony happens, the cotton which is blocking the light, it slowly settles down and it reaches our heart, and from our heart the body does it.
Okay, so very good. So the cotton, the Sudreh and Kasti in the Navjote ceremony is like putting on the light. She's right. And the cotton, it represents our thoughts, good and bad, not perfect thoughts, but what the Sudreh Kasti does is hold them back from drawing us into the darkness. And then one by one we can convert those thoughts, right? Guys, right? Are you paying attention? Okay, all right. So we did a great job. You guys are very smart, very good. I want to speak a few minutes. Girls are older here, they'll understand. Maybe some of the young ones won't, but I still want to make sure I address the older ones. So we've learned a lot about Sudreh Kasti and how it interacts with our body, our mind, our soul. Okay, but this isn't just about Sudreh Kasti. This is about religion. This is about life. This is about the purpose of our life. Even as adults, this is the purpose of our life. So many adults also struggle with anger, hatred, jealousy. And what do we have to do? We have to try to control these thoughts. How? With the good thoughts. And we have to surround them. Surround the bad thoughts with good thoughts and convert our own bad thoughts into good. This is the lesson of our life. Guys, you listening? Yeah? So when we are in trouble, when we hate somebody, when we're doing something wrong, this little exercise was kind of fun, where all the good thoughts came and said, I love you, it's okay, I'll give you everything. But in our life, we have to apply that to ourselves. So when sometimes we're in trouble, something is hurting us, we have to try our hardest to overcome that. This is not a simple exercise. The Sudreh Kasti just helps us. But we have to still do it. If somebody hates us, you still have to find a way to make that person stop hating you. And that's not with hate. That can only be done with love. That can only be done with kindness. That can only be done with showing some goodness, some selflessness towards the person who hates you, correct? So these are hard things for us to do. This is our spiritual exercise in life. Sudreh Kasti is just helping us. It's a big job, right? Everybody understand that? Very good. Very good. So once all our bad thoughts are converted, like you saw here, there was no more pull on the dark side. What does that mean? What happens when there's no more pull on the dark side? And there's no more cotton. The cotton is down here, and it's just no more. The cotton isn't gone. It's not just gone down. When we convert the thoughts, the cotton is no more. So what happens now? What are we? We are a body and a soul shining Dada or Mazda's light with goodness, with good. Now you understand what good thoughts, good words, good deeds really mean. It means not just you, but you have to convert all your negative. It's not good enough just to have a good thought, but also have bad thoughts. You have to convert all your bad thoughts, all your bad feelings, all your anger or your hatred, your jealousy, everything. You have to start converting it. That's your job. Sudreh Kasti helps you. Okay? So I think I've addressed that, but for the adults that are watching from home, I do want to just mention for a moment here that this little child's play that we did is actually the sum of everything in this book, my most recent book. And I'm just going to read the back poem to you for the adults that are in the room and at home. So the poem goes like this. Bound are not my hands, nor I to my seat. There's no gun at my head, no thorns at my feet. Confined is not my body, instead my soul. Confined by the mind, I call my own. So until and unless we control all our thoughts, until we are in control of our mind, our soul isn't free. Our soul isn't free to shine that light of Dada or Mazda, to do Dada or Mazda's work. That's our job as Zarthostis, to do Dada or Mazda's work, right? Okay. So, are you guys ready to win some prizes? Yeah. Yay! Okay. I want to know how many people practice doing their Kasti before coming? Very good. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Are you sure? Are you just being smart? Are you sure everybody did their practice doing their Kasti? Very good, very good. Okay. All right. I have to get a harder question. I only have one hand. All right. Let's see who gets their hand up first. How many times does the Kasti go around you? 3. Okay. Come here. You get a prize. Yay! There you are, my dear. Everyone who did their Sudreh Kasti before they came can grab one. I didn't see the hands, but you can grab one of these books, okay? All right. Let me see what other questions I can ask you. Are you ready? Whoever answers first. Okay? What do we do before we do our Kasti prayers? She was the first one. What did you say? Have a bath. Padyab, come on, up here. Do you have a bicycle? Do you have a bicycle? Okay, you can have one of these.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. How many seams does a Sudreh have? I think you all are going to have to deserve a prize, right? Okay. Let me. Okay, I'll give you a prize. Don't worry. Okay. We already heard, but I'm going to ask you very quickly 3 words. Flashlight, battery, and okay. All right, you will all get a prize because you're pretty good. You're all pretty good. Okay. All right. So I have some quizzes here, which I think Havove or somebody will help me hand out. And once we finish, they're very easy, I hope. There's some pencils also, Havove. I've got 50 of them, so I think it should be good. Okay, did you all have fun? Did you learn something? Is it Sudreh Kasti meaningful? Yeah? Okay. Where are my bad thoughts? Where did the bad thoughts go? Did you guys all grab your shirt, bad thoughts? Where did my bad thoughts go? Grab your shirts, bad thoughts, okay? You can have one of those shirts, right?
It went down to the ground.
Sorry?
It went down to the ground.
It's your what?
It went down to the ground.
Oh, it went down to the ground. Yes. Okay. Aspi, there's hang on to them. Hang on to them. Anos kevu lago? How kevu lago?
Conceptually very nice, but I think we need to be a little more
Organized.
organized in how to do it.
Okay. I thought it was pretty.
Ask kids.
Okay. And hey, but green. Pachi? Selfish. Wow. Who can talk loud? I want one of the girls to come up here and read what's on this flashlight. See this flashlight? Okay, come in and see it. I want you to read. You light up my life with great knowledge, whomever share the wisdom. Thank you. That's for you. Okay, Aspi, can you give everybody a flashlight so they can remember today's conversation, please?
Is there enough to go around?
Thank you. Yes. All right, you guys, you're all going to get a flashlight as a present, the same one that she got. Okay, so you can remember this conversation forever, right? You remember the relationship between body, mind, and soul, right? Okay? All right. Yes.
Squeeze on the screen. So
Fill in the blanks about these words. You can take those quizzes home to your parents, okay? All right, everybody's got a flashlight? Oh, well, you better. She's coming. She's coming. If anybody would like some, I think we'll do it later. Maybe Hanos wants to, after the gifts are done, maybe Hanos wants to close the talk. And then if anybody wants any of these books, they're here for sale. All the money goes to charity. Either Katima Jasse, Niruga Welfare Mein Jasse. So your money will not be wasted at all. And they're all excellent. I have 3 children's books. I have 1 for teenagers. And I have 2 adult books as well. Okay?
Okay, girls.
Large karni, please,
Answer me.
darling.
How's the Josh? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? That's good. It should come out loud. Josh means what? Excitement, energy, force. Did you learn something today? What did you learn? Tell me.
We learned how to
Excellent. Then what else?
We also learn how important.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
guys
go
for
ahead. Think,
coming.
think.
So glad you came. Did you learn something? You
It's
sure
about
you
the
learned
Sudreh, Kasti.
something?
Let me help you.
Bored? Did you have fun?
Come on, help her. She's your friend. What more did you learn today?
My name is Havove.
The 9 parts.
Same as her name.
Wonderful.
Too
What
many
else?
Havoves. Ah,
That's good. Very good. Smart. Smart.
your name?
What else?
Darius. Darius.
What more we learned today is
Success. Now you're
that we
Sarthos
must
Pagapar.
wear a proper Sudreh. Not just anything. Okay? If you see closely, most of us do not wear a proper Sudreh and Kasti. Now if you want what you saw to happen, if you want the bad thoughts to be controlled, if you want to protect the person in the Sudreh and Kasti, the important
like
thing is
it?
that Sudreh and Kasti has to be
Wanted it to be a
made
surprise.
in the
Didn't want
right
to
way.
get everybody
Correct?
what I'm doing.
If you have a car which is a
Now
petrol
it's too
car
late.
and
Now
you put
that
diesel
tomorrow
inside, will it work? No, it'll keep sputtering and stuttering on the road, right? If you have a Kasti, it has to be properly made. It has to be made by a proper person with 72 strands, right? If it is not, then it doesn't work. Correct? Can a 3-wheel car work? No, it cannot work. It just doesn't move. A Sudreh and Kasti are also like that. They have to be done in a proper way. Okay? So now all of us are mindful of this. So let's go home and tell our mom and dad. What will we tell them? We will now wear a proper Sudreh and Kasti. Correct?
24/7. That's important.
What is the next step? Right Sudreh is one thing. Putting it on every day after taking your bath, one hand here, pulling it down, that's one thing. What comes next? Doing a proper Kasti. Correct? Because Kasti is like putting the petrol in the car. You have a big car ready. Correct? But how will it move? It may be a Mercedes, it may be a BMW. Just now any of you walked by, which car did you see? Did you see a very good car outside? Which car did you see?
Huh?
Rolls Royce.
There is a fantastic Rolls Royce standing outside. You know, the best car in the world. It's a Rolls Royce. It's standing right outside your door. On the way back, if it's still there, you can all see it. But what is that car if you don't put fuel inside?
Are,
Correct? Nothing.
Which one?
It is like a block standing
Which
there,
one,
just
Naldo?
wasting space on the road. Correct? Somebody will just bang it and go.
But
So,
which one?
importantly, we have to add that fuel inside. That fuel and start the car. How do you start the car? You do your Sudreh and Kasti prayer. You do your Kasti prayer. Correct? But before you do your Sudreh and Kasti prayer, what do you do? Before you start the car, what do you
ran out
do?
of a flashlight. You
First
have
thing,
even
what do you
better
do?
present. I ran out. I got a really cool present.
You start
You
the
want this
ignition.
one? It's
Right? You turn
so
the key.
cool.
You press
I'm
the
gonna show
button
you.
to start the car. Then you hear the sound. Gur, 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 gur. Right?
Got something special.
How do we do that?
What's this?
How do we do that?
How do I open
Before
this
doing the
little
Kasti,
out?
what must you do?
What's this?
You must wash your hands
It's
and
got a
feet.
light and you can pull
Yes.
this out and put it.
Right hand, left hand. Face,
You can do this.
right foot, left foot.
Do you like it? If
Okay.
you don't like it, you can trade.
We must keep ourselves clean, right?
if
Do you
somebody
eat with
coming
dirty
tomorrow,
hands?
I can get this flashlight
After coming from the
for him.
toilet, don't you wash your hands?
Tomorrow
you do, right?
is,
so before
it's a
doing your
Dustam
Kasti,
bag.
what must you do? You must wash your hands and your face and your feet. All the open parts of your body you must clean.
Did you like
That's
it?
like
Yeah.
starting
Did
a
you
Rolls
feel they
Royce.
understood? They seem to
And then you
understand.
get going. You start
Yeah.
praying. And then your body becomes strong.
That's good.
It repels any attack that comes in your all these
Sorry?
bad thoughts, anger, hatred, greed. What are these?
Yeah. For
These are attacking us all the time, correct?
Thank you, thank
in our mind, sometime or the other, all these things go on, no? If somebody has a nice thing, we think, I should have it. Why he has it? He's not fit for it, correct?
I had 50, so how did you
Don't you
not
get that thought?
enough?
Don't you
Because
feel
it's not
jealous
50
sometimes?
kids.
Don't you feel angry sometimes?
50 lives.
Other than Gelo che. Gela kanda kariya ka, stupid che, I don't want to talk to him. We get angry sometimes, no? But these are bad thoughts. Sudreh and Kasti hold these thoughts. How did Auntie explain to you? They don't let you pull. She was just showing you in a play form, in an interactive form, what a Sudreh Kasti is all about. See how it pulls in one direction, how you have to pull back in another direction. Pulling in that other direction is what the Sudreh and Kasti helps you with. Right? So we must thank Havove Auntie for taking all this effort. See how much she has done individually, single-handedly, besides writing all these books. and planning all this for you. She makes a lot of effort. So we must say a big thank you to Havove auntie for being with us.
Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Thank you for being good sports. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for participating.
One more important thing, if you notice today what has happened, we video recorded the whole thing. So, many of us will not remember what was spoken for this 1 hour, correct? We forget. All of us forget, right? But we can always put on this little video and listen. So, we'll send you all a link through Guider. She will share the link with you. All of you use mobiles, no? How? Everybody knows what Google is, no? Correct? Everybody knows what YouTube is, no? Ah, that's right. So all these videos are uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's
all you need to go there and click the link. You will be able to see the video, and it will be like a small rehearsal. Before the exam, what do? We read and we reread and we reread. So that when we go and answer the paper, we are doing a thorough job. Correct? So whenever you find the time from your studies, from your other stuff, look at this video again once, and you'll remember a lot of things back. It will make you feel happy also. Right? Thank you very much, girls. One small little activity we still have left. How many of you know how to sing Chahiye Hame Jardosti? Great. Come on, get up, everybody.
Especially Mrs. Havove, Tarapore.
Thank you.
She has come from Canada to give this lovely speech to your what's her speech. She put it in such a different way that I'm sure most of you have understood what she said. At least you have taken some things from it. And you will go home and then at least repeat it back to your parents what you have heard, what you have done today, and what you have understood from it. Is that very clear? Most of you have, only of 3 of the children now what is not done, all are not done. Okay? So shall we once more clap our hands and say thank you to them? First we'll have our prayers as usual, and then we'll say this.
Participants, you did a great job, and I really love that you're not shy anymore. Okay, all right. Launhanos.
Tension. How will you get out of this?
Kul jahan saathe dosti, rakhi nibhaye te, muthi jhar tolo, saulam no sanga, re bolo, devi saumana, ho dokam jani. Oh, Jamashur, oh, Sapsakul Masachi, Nevarapur, Kayam Vaichalam Che, Shub Chucho, Avadi Sate, Yujo Pasi Kom, Avadi Sate, Jo Parsi Kom. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.